All right, guys, welcome back to In the Pressbox, episode 29. I am back, but let's start off with the headlines that we're going to be going through today. We're going to do NHL and NBA recap of those championships. Alex and Aiden will provide their analysts on the College World Series. Then we'll tackle the MLB, and then I'll dive a little bit into tennis and soccer. We'll play a quotations game, do statements, and then round out with predictions. My name is Benjamin, and you guys are?
Aiden.
And I'm Alex.
All right, let's get into it. Viewing pick of the week. In the Press Box is back, episode 29 here on this morning. And viewing pick of the week, I will start off first. So my viewing pick of the week, as we welcome you in the Press Box, episode 29. Viewing pick of the week here for me is USA against Mexico tonight at 9 on Paramount Plus. Alex, what's your viewing pick of the week?
Saturday against Tennessee baseball versus LSU.
The good one. Aiden?
My viewing pick of the week is Panama versus Canada.
Wow. That's shocking, but that's a great one. I like that one. That's tonight at 6, by the way. For those of you interested, that's the game before the USA and Mexico game. It's a great pick, Aiden.
Oh, just watch it all in general, I guess.
Yeah, just watch it all in general. See, I just found out that this stuff was happening. I remember they had it some months in advance, but yeah. All right, let's dive in. NBA and NHL. The Denver Nuggets are the champions of the NBA. Jokic and Murray led the way and handled business in 5. How about that series? What do you guys think about the Nuggets, first-time NBA champions?
I like it. Obviously, who led them was Jokic, and he just seemed so casual about it. And he kind of gave some iconic quotes, and that's kind of what I included on it. So that quote game's been pretty easy, and I think it's kind of hilarious how he's just like the best player in the world, just dominating everyone, and he just I want to go home. I'm a fat boy.
Did you see he lost his trophy?
He lost it?
He lost it. He lost the finals trophy, and he walked into ESPN, and they're interviewing him this morning, and they're like, "Where's your finals trophy?" And he's like, "I don't know." And they're like, "Okay." And he's like, "I think I left it somewhere. I don't know, maybe in the parking lot. I don't know where I left it. I think I lost it." He's like, "I just want to go home." I was just like, he just doesn't care. You can tell. Did you even see the celebration after the finals? He was just kind of walking around.
He didn't go to the parade. He wanted to ride horses and take his fat boy home.
Exactly. He was like, "All right, great, job finished. I can go home now." It was just it was kind of funny. But yeah, Aiden, what do you think about the Denver Nuggets winning the championship?
Well, as you know, I had a whole plan out to Game 7 for the Heat to win, and it didn't really didn't go as what I expected it to go. And congratulations on the Denver Nuggets' first time their finals appearance, and they actually do win it. So great job to Jokic and all the Denver Nuggets. And then the Miami Heat, obviously Jimmy Butler did not do good, and there's nothing the Heat did, and the Nuggets were just on fire with the momentum they had the previous game, and it just looked like they just were going to win it, and that's what they did. So, yeah, congratulations to the Nuggets and Jokic, and we'll just wait for the next season.
All right, yeah. So Nuggets handled it in 5. And overall, they really dominated the series. It wasn't they just proved to be too much. Jokic took over. And yeah, now they're the champions of the NBA for the first time in their franchise history. Let's move on to the NHL. The Golden Knights proved to be too much to handle for the Panthers and won their first ever Stanley Cup. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I certainly had the Panthers going all the way and winning, but certainly didn't happen. Just not Panthers. Knights just kind of really dominated kind of throughout. It was kind of like a kind of just Alabama versus Austin Peay type game. Certainly it was just out of hand, scoring 9 goals the last game. You would think they would care a little bit more on the last game to end their season, but nope. Kind of shows what Panthers has going there, and certainly a great future, but certainly not a good series for the Panthers, and hopefully all their fans and players can kind of look past that. And also, did y'all see the wedding that to Chuck's brother is having? Chuck and Mark Stone are going to be the groomsmen.
I
You
didn't
see
know that.
that? It's like a wedding. Brady
Mm-mm.
Kachuk's having.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And it's going to be kind of interesting because those are they both are the groomsmen.
Aiden, what do you think
I mean,
about?
I think the Vegas Golden Knights, they dominated in that game, won 9-3. They had the home crowd to their advantage there, and they just once they kept on scoring, they just couldn't be stopped. And they won their first NHL finals, with being like founded like 6 years ago, and then Predators are still haven't won the finals, and they've been around for 24 years. So the Vegas Golden Knights definitely did good, and I think they deserved that win. And congratulations to the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah, I mean the Vegas Golden Knights, they did. It is a great job. I mean, all around the Knights, their coach, I don't know if you guys know, used to be the Bruins coach. The Bruins fired him after the last season. It was kind of a shocker, and this was kind of his redemption story. You know, the Bruins then get eliminated in the first round in a shocker, and he goes all the way back and he wins the cup. It was kind of one of those, get back moments there on the Bruins for firing him. And then he just went in first year and just coached a Stanley Cup team. So that was pretty impressive stuff there. I believe Bruce Cassidy did a great job, but we'll look ahead. We'll have probably more on the Preds maybe in the offseason. But for now, let's move on to the College World Series with Alex and Aiden. Alex and Aiden, take it away. Then we'll have a little special way of predicting that at the end of the segment. But for now, with your analysts, Alex and Aiden.
Okay, so I kind of make this thing real quick. We'll just kind of give a rundown on all the teams and their kind of the record and what kind of stood out to me throughout regional and super regional, and then we'll go in alphabetical order, and then Tennessee will be last. Okay, Florida, they're obviously 50-15. The Florida Gators, they're one of the stronger team, great team. Obviously, their record shows it, and they've always been on top of the rankings throughout the whole year. They finished 20-10 in SEC play, and they won 8 of the 10 series. They lost kind of early in the SEC tournament, and that's kind of why they weren't the best team. But that's why they won the number 2 seed. And also Florida, they won. They had to overcome a loss early in the regional, and then they swept South Carolina in the super regional. Okay, now LSU, who Tennessee will be playing, 48-15. Beginning of the year, they were preseason number 1. And then they were number 1 forever. And then kind of in May, they kind of dropped a little bit. They were kind of losing. And then they were number 5 seed. So, certainly not the best as how they expected it, but certainly good. And some of the great players are, shoot, I don't, forgot. That, oh gosh. I literally had it. Okay, well, they have good pitchers and good, hitters. They're kind of an all-around team that certainly a lot of teams don't have, unless if you're Tennessee. Now, Oral Roberts, 51-12. The Golden Eagles are one of the hottest teams in baseball right now. They came as a 4th seed, and they won their last 15 games of the regular season, and won the Summit League regular season title. Then won 3 to win the conference tournament, and then they swept the Stillwater Regional, and then now they won 21 in a row, and then they kind of lost an eight run lead to Oregon, and then they end up winning their super regional. Now Stanford 44-18. They been kind of top in the Pac-12 all year. They won 8 of the 10 conference series. They lost from the Pac-12 tournament surprisingly pretty early, but they got the number 8 seed, and they're fighting back from a regional, kind of not the best regional, but they won. And then the Cardinals met Texas, and Texas kind of gave them some trouble, and that's kind of why I'm worried about them and the Omaha. But it shouldn't really matter. Great pitchers. One of their pitchers pitched 156 pitches, which is you don't really see too often now. Now TCU 42 and 22. TCU has been kind of doing this. Is like break this up into 2 seasons, and they were 23 and 20, and since they've been really hot, going 19 and 2 to finish their red hot season, and they won their Big 12 tournament title. TCU is undefeated in the postseason and come to Omaha with an 11-game win streak. And that's why they're certainly going to give Oral Roberts a kind of run for their money and who is the hottest team in baseball. Okay, now Virginia and then Wake Forest. Virginia is 50 and 13. The Hoos reached their 50-win mark a 5th time and first in 2014. They've been all around. They topped the ACC all season and also won the Coastal Division regular season title, but lost in the North Carolina in the ACC tournament. And then after sweeping its regional, Virginia lost the first regional game to ACC opponent Duke, but then won 2 and 3 and kind of got across to Omaha pretty easily. Now, also Wake Forest, when I talk about a dominant team, you could not say Wake Forest without on there. They were number 1 seed after LSU kind of lost, and they've been playing it like a number 1 seed forever. And they've been playing like this for months. And this team is, many say, is the best in program's history, and it's just been on a historic run for the Demon Deacons. And the team's 59-plus run differential in the NCAA tournament is the best of all time entering the World Series, and that includes the 22-5 victory to eliminate Alabama from the tournament. Now, for your Tennessee Volunteers, the season for Tennessee Vols, 43 and 20. The Vols ran hot and cold all season. The massive win streaks seemed as common as 3 or 4 losses in a quick succession. They lasted just 1 day in the SEC tournament. And in the road in the regional tournament, Tennessee swept the field, including an all-time wild win in the 4th inning against number 3 Clemson. Absolutely dominated the number 1 hardest regional in the entire bracket. Now, in the super regionals, the Vols had to fight back from a Game 1 loss because of several weather delays. That is why Tennessee should have hosted, because of all these stupid weather delays, having to watch these games at 11 o'clock, thinking you're going to watch it, and you get 1 at bat. It was absolutely ridiculous. NCAA did not want us to win, but it doesn't matter. We still win. And in my opinion, here are some of the players that stood out. These have such a well-balanced offense, and it's hard to pick one name in particular, but here's a couple. Christian Moore, just absolutely great. Blake Burke, he hit 429 or 79, and that's 4th in the major leagues if that was in a major league ballpark right now. And then Zane Denton, of course, babyface Denton, and that's just great, spectacular around just everywhere. Now, also, you got the electric talent in the bullpen. Chase Burns, he went to reliever mid-season, and he's throwing that 100 miles an hour heat. Andrew Lindsay, Chase Dolahander, and Drew Beam are absolutely amazing. And that is your Omaha rundown. Peyton Manning would say it better, but I'm not Peyton Manning.
Bravo. Full rundown from Alex. Aiden, do you have any thoughts on the College World Series?
Yeah, if you're looking to watch the College World Series, definitely watch LSU versus Tennessee, because that's gonna be one of the best series for the College World Series.
All right. Well, there you have it. LSU versus Tennessee is Aiden's pick to watch. Alex, do we move on to this predictions game now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, this is how it's work. If you're a fan, if you know how Jeopardy works, or a fan of Jeopardy in general, you'll know exactly how this works. But if you don't, I'll explain this for you. So we'll put a number that we would like to wager, and then beside it, we'll put who we think will win. So you could put 0, or you could kind of go all in and put 1,000. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So just kind of as long as you win. So me and Benjamin and Aiden, we're on a FaceTime call right now. You won't be able to see it. We'll obviously tell you in a second, but if y'all have yours ready, we can go ahead and show each other our sheets. Do y'all have yours ready?
Almost.
Do I have to put my points on there?
Do what?
Do I have to put my points on there?
Yeah, points and the winner.
Well, what's the max points?
1,000. I mean, however much you have, because you can't get 0. Let me look at that. Alright, Aiden has 248 points. I have 195 points. Benjamin has 159.
So I can't go over 248.
No.
Can I give my top 3 teams?
Do what?
Can I give like my top 3 teams that I think are gonna win with them point totals by them?
No, you just do one team.
Okay. Are you ready? This is gonna shock. I'm about to shock you.
Alex. Wait, do I say like
That sounds sus. I'm sorry, but you're gonna be surprised, and I like this.
Alex? Is it total 248, or can I do 248 in one game?
You could do 248. That's your total.
So I can't go do 248 on every single game.
No, you gotta hurry up. Come on.
No, it's the winner, Aiden. You're predicting the winner, I thought.
You do the winner. One team.
Who's gonna win the whole entire thing? One team. Points.
Who's gonna win the whole thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I've been telling you.
I'm gonna announce mine.
No, we're gonna show each other together, just so we're not cheating. Come on, okay, let's
Fine. Alex, really quick, are you ready? Oh, wait.
3, 2. Tennessee, 100 points. I got Florida, 40 points. And what'd you do?
Alright, I got here, I have to use your shirt like this one.
Wake Forest.
I'm gonna flip the camera. I got Wake Forest 40 points.
Okay, guys, so Benjamin will look. Now that we kind of saw each other's, now let's kind of announce it here.
Okay. Can I go first?
Mm-hmm.
So, listen. There's been a lot of speculation. There's been a lot of talk about me and the Vols.
You didn't even have them winning the regional.
I may not like them, but man, when they're hot, they are unstoppable. There's nothing you can do. This whole sports program, this whole year, has been on fire. So that is why I am going to pick the Tennessee Volunteers to win the College World Series, and I'm putting 100 points on it. The Tennessee Volunteers win the College World Series. That's my prediction.
I have 40 points for Florida's favor. I kind of wanted to pick Tennessee, but in my head, I was like, I thought y'all were going to pick Tennessee, but also in my head, I was like, I want to get one way. I'll be happy if Tennessee wins, and then I'll be happy if Florida wins for my points. So I was like, I can root for two people instead of just Tennessee falls, if you get what I mean there.
Yep.
So I don't want to
Aiden?
be double let down. Now, Aiden, who'd you have?
I had Wake Forest, probably the favorites, probably.
I didn't pick them because number one seeds don't do too well. In the
Yeah, number one seeds in college always come down every
It's like
single time.
Tennessee versus Georgia in football. So I got 40 points.
We were not number one.
Aiden, jeez.
Aiden, we were not number one.
Aiden,
we were not number one. You know who was number one? Tennessee.
dang.
Hey, you want to talk about Notre Dame? You want to talk about Notre Dame, Aiden? Huh? You want to talk about Notre Dame, Aiden? What was that little shot for, huh?
No.
What do you think that was for? Against Notre Dame.
Alex, I'm the moderator. I'm moderating here. Chill. Get back in your seat.
That was
Let's talk
retarded.
baseball.
Yeah.
We're talking baseball.
You're
We'll
scared,
save
Aiden.
college football. We'll save college football. As another heated argument and a heated debate.
Y'all was playing on my downfall because y'all know I run this. I run these predictions.
All right. So Aiden has Wake Forest with 40 points.
Yes.
All right. So there's our predictions. Shockingly, the two Tennessee fans don't have Tennessee, and the Vandy fan has Tennessee. That's messed up, but
Well, that's because Vanderbilt's out of this thing.
there we go. Yeah, that's very true and very unfortunate. At least we got a stadium renovation coming. There's bright news. I know you guys will refuse to talk Vanderbilt on this podcast. Yeah, I will talk Tennessee. But there is bright future for Vandy. Just trust me. There is bright future. Do not laugh at that. Do not laugh. Bro, I freaking picked the Vols. Let's get into the MLB as they go and giggle.
Oh my gosh.
So the Athletics have been the talk of the town from their long winning streak. Did they win last night?
No, they lost. They broke
man.
it.
All right, they broke it. Well, they had a 7-game winning streak. And, yeah, they've been the talk of the town from their long winning streak all the way to their fight to stay in Oakland. The A's held a reverse boycott in hopes of convincing owner John Fisher to sell the team. It was crowned as a massive success as 28,000 fans showed up and even disrupted the pitch comp. So I've been following this guy actually on YouTube, and what he does is he goes to the athletic games, and I got to see them over the last few months kind of forming this reverse boycott, and I thought...
What's his name?
really
What's his name?
amazing.
I've been watching the guy too. Is his name Gamer Athletic?
Yeah, you watch that guy?
Yeah.
No way. Yeah, bro. So my guy, so Gamer Athletic, you can see how like they form it, right? It was all fan organized, right?
Yeah.
I just found that so impressive. They got 28,000 fans. I mean, and they were chanting so loud. Remember in the 5th inning, to commemorate 55 years in Oakland, they just kind of were standing there quietly as kind of like in protest. And then after, I think it was Yandy Diaz hit a double down the line, they started chanting so loud to the point where the pitch comm broke. So the pitcher was like, I can't hear. I got to like turn it up. It like broke. So it was just kind of an insane sight to see. But man, the Athletics are really the whole talk of the league at the moment. Vegas did approve funding for the new ballpark. Or Nevada did, but so we'll have to see. But overall,
Well, why don't they just do this every single game? It will show something to the thing, but it's just stupid in my opinion. The whole thing is stupid.
yeah, I didn't get that either. Sorry to
You just
interrupt.
go to every game. Just letting you know, we went to the Nashville SC game versus Columbus Crew, and it had more fans there than the Athletics game, and it holds a lot more people. So I just kind of thought that was pretty lame.
I mean, listen, I thought it was great. It was a playoff atmosphere. It was one of the highest attendances like in the MLB this season. So I thought overall it was really good.
No, it's stupid.
But I will talk more about that in my soccer segment. Because there's kind of something that ties in, and I'll tell you in a second.
Oh, you're talking about attendance and tickets.
Okay, so Yeah, Aiden, what do you think about Oakland trying to the A's trying to remain in Oakland? What do you think about that? Do you want them to move to Vegas? Are you done with
Um,
Oakland or?
no, well, actually, yeah, I think so. I think that if they're wanting to get more higher marketing, they need to move to Vegas because the Raiders did that. I want to see who else. It was the Warriors. They moved to San Francisco.
Yeah.
And I don't think Oakland is really a good city for sports, and the attendance for the A's is really showing that. So unless the A's do good for like is a good baseball team, then they might have gotten more. But I think that the move to Las Vegas is necessary because it's not really good Oakland right now.
I disagree personally. I think that Oakland is really passionate, but I agree on the standpoint of that the city itself is such a mess. I don't think it's fit to hold a sports team, but I feel like that they have the people and the fans and the passion to do it. They're just boycotting, which I think is a really weird decision. Alex, do you want to add something?
Yeah, if we see them going to Las Vegas, Bryce Harper, he's kind of getting kind of a little bit some trade talks here, kind of recently, and free agency is certainly an option here soon in the upcoming off seasons. He is actually from Las Vegas. Do you see him going there, or is that just kind of
I mean, I couldn't imagine Bryce Harper on like the Oakland or Las Vegas A's personally, but I mean, it's possible.
And also, are they going to keep their name?
No, it's gonna be like the Las Vegas A's, from what I understand.
What if it's going to be Las Vegas? I don't know if it's going to be like A's or
And
Gamblers.
instead of Oakland A's, it'll be Las Vegas A's. Probably like same branding and everything. So yeah,
I feel like they need to rebrand if they do move because it kind of.
I would agree. Now their brand is so good already. Like they've got, you know what I mean?
I like the elephant. Maybe they can have like a poker chip, like an elephant on the poker chip. That'd be a good logo. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? That elephant logo?
Mm-hmm.
With them on a poker chip.
No, I know what you're talking about. Let's just see here. Yeah. Well, Bryce Harper wants baseball in Las Vegas. I don't know. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, the Las Vegas fans, their thing is it's all on the ownership. So I don't. That's why they're refusing to go. I don't really know what to think about that. Should we move on?
Yes.
All right. So I got a couple of like mini segments to talk about. We have tennis, we have soccer, and then we'll be back for our quotations game. Okay. So let's dive into it. So this year's French Open saw Novak Djokovic winning his 23rd Grand Slam. How to get past Carlos Alcaraz in the final. Swiatek on the women's side, as predicted, won the French Open. But with this win for Djokovic, we kind of start to talk about GOAT status. We're approaching that.
Didn't
Federer,
he come from behind? Like,
yeah, Federer has 21. Remember, Federer and Nadal are older than Djokovic. Djokovic, when Federer and Nadal had 16 and 17, Djokovic had 0. So he has had the ultimate comeback, and he can very much still add, as he'll look to do that at Wimbledon coming in July. He can still add to his lead. I mean, this man is unstoppable. But what I'm really here to talk about is how he's figured out his success, and that's through the mental game. What he figured out is that if he spends more time, he only spends 20% of time actually playing tennis or doing something physical. The rest of it is something mental. And what that does for him in tennis is it gives him that advantage, because in tennis it's really easy to get frustrated, when things aren't going your way. And Djokovic is able to just kind of lock in and not get distracted by all sorts of different elements and factors. He had a medical break, at one point in the semifinal game he hurt himself, but he was still able to kind of push through because he has his mental side mastered. Nobody in the game has mastered the mental side except for Djokovic. And that's why he is so successful, because nobody can get past him as long as he's locked in. So honestly, Djokovic has great stamina and great mental game. And with that 23, that's the most of all time. It'd be like the most, the winningest coach in the Super Bowl or something. So he's approaching GOAT status. A lot of tennis fans refuse to accept it. They would still say maybe it's Nadal, maybe it's Federer, maybe it's McEnroe. But overall, I do think that Djokovic is the GOAT if he wins Wimbledon. If he can win Wimbledon this July or wins one more, he is the undisputed GOAT, in my opinion. So that's kind of my thoughts on tennis. It's the mental game. Mental game is like 50% of tennis, and he has mastered that to just a perfection standpoint. Let's move on to soccer now. A little Champions League recap. We had the Champions League last week, and I don't know if you guys talked at all about that, but Champions League, Man City defeat Inter. They get the treble. The treble is when you win your league, the FA Cup, and the Champions League, which is really hard to do. Only, I think, 6 teams in history have done that. The last English team to do that was Manchester United in the 90s. So big success this year for Manchester City. And then next we have Messi to Miami. Obviously, I wasn't here last week, so I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. Lionel Messi's coming to Miami, and honestly, that arrival is massive. That will change soccer here forever. Soccer will never be the same here. And I would argue, give the MLS about 7-8 years, they will be bigger than baseball and hockey. That's my prediction. If you look at the attendance, we just talked about that with the Oakland Athletics, right? They have a great crowd of 30,000. That's one of the biggest crowds. They're doing great. Nashville SC, LAFC, Red Bulls, consistent basis of 30,000. Revolution showing up now to the games. So overall, MLS has been growing, and it will absolutely cannonball into a whole other dimension with Messi's arrival. Messi, the GOAT, the undisputed GOAT, in my opinion. Like, it is truly, it will skyrocket the league. People will be going to more games. We've already seen it since Messi's arrival. More people went to the games last weekend than they had in many years. For instance, Miami's playing the Revolution, right? And the Revolution, normally known as a team that doesn't get great attendance, they had 40,000 people. It is just completely game-changing. Messi's not even on the field, but everybody wants to see what Messi's club like. So I just think it's really interesting. Also, Inter Miami's Instagram account, fourth most followed Instagram account by a sports team in the United States. Bigger following than the Dallas Cowboys already. Bigger following than the New York Yankees already. Bigger following than the Red Sox already. Bigger following than the Tennessee Volunteers already. Bigger following than
because you got to add in every single team.
No, if you add up every single team, the Volunteers don't even touch. Don't even remotely comprehend the level, the magnitude of Inter Miami and Messi. The Volunteers can't even dream of anything like that. Then you go and look in. I mean, Inter Miami has skyrocketed already. And I have an announcement to make. I do have a very special announcement to make. And we will be leading up, I will be leading up coverage to this. But I have an announcement to make. I will be going to the Inter Miami game against Nashville SC in August 30th at Drive Pink Stadium in Miami to check out what all the hype is about. So that's kind of my big announcement. So we will get to see Miami and Messi firsthand.
But you're missing school.
No, Benjamin, school.
Yeah, so that's the firsthand announcement. I'll be gone for 2 days, and I will be back. We will do probably a podcast on that Tuesday, a live report, and then I will report back everything that happened at that game. Messi to Miami. My final thing in my soccer segment here is the USA versus Mexico preview. USA coming in against Mexico. USA's gotten a lot of, it's bested them that game. Again, 9 o'clock on Paramount Plus tonight. Hopefully we get this uploaded today. This is Thursday, June 15th. So USA versus Mexico preview. United States, they're coming in. They're doing a good job. They got their interim head coach, couple of things. Greg Berhalter still looming. But the big signing, the big news, Florian Balogun. Okay, Florian Balogun, the star striker. He's English, but because there wasn't enough room on the team, he has changed his nationality, transferred, and has a dual citizenship in Orlando, making him a U.S. men's national team player, a superstar youngster, up there with the likes of Adeyemi Mbappe, some of the best in the world right now. At only 20 years of age, I believe. He will make his very first start tonight. I just got something there that says that. Someone who knows the team said that. So, Florian Balogun to make his very first ever appearance and likely start tonight in Las Vegas. So, there you go. There's the entire soccer rundown. To sum it up, MLS is growing fast. Inter Miami is growing at an insane rate. I will be going to a game. Messi and Miami are back and big and better than ever. Champions League, City win the treble, and USA against Mexico. Florian Balogun makes his first start. There you go. That's everything that I have to say. Alex, I don't know if you had something to add there. But
So, like you were saying about the growth of MLS, we obviously know Messi's coming. Do you see any other stars coming? We heard about
yes,
it's going to be done after 24.
Yes, so I do see more stars coming. According to sources that I have, there's these people on Twitter that, I believe it or not, have figured out and followed. They're like small accounts, but they are always right. Like every time. Breaking news. According to these people, who I will not name, but I'll show you guys after the podcast, they said we are thinking that Luis Suarez, the star striker, once partnered with Messi, could be coming to Miami. Miami's also looking at Jordi Alba from Barcelona, another former Messi teammate. He is a really, really, really good left back. And they're also looking at Sergio Busquets, arguably the best central CDM, central defensive midfielder of all time. The GOAT at the CDM position, 35 years of age, could be coming to Miami. And if all three of those players join Messi, Miami will be unstoppable. They will be the Dallas Cowboys of the MLS, as they already have appeared to be. LAFC, reign no more.
Speaking of Dallas Cowboys, and something to add real quick, they have officially gone 10,000 days without a Super Bowl.
The Dallas Cowboys are just unbelievable.
Also, Erling Haaland, I think he should get a Nashville SC.
Yeah, I wish that happened, that could happen, but that is impossible.
I think him and Zimmerman, they could be real good Thors.
Wait, you're right. That'd be funny.
And what I want to touch on this is the growth of the following and stuff. So like let's say for Instagram, to reference here, before Messi's signing, it was around a few 100,000, like the unusual MLS team, right? Probably had like 400, 500,000. And now they have 8.1 million followers. So that just shows how many people are, how many people are tuning into the MLS now in Miami, and a lot of stuff going on, especially people going to buy the MLS season pass on Apple TV.
Buy that. I'm telling you, everybody who's listening, buy a free trial. Just try it out. Also say Messi debuts. It sounds like July 21st. Yeah.
Or
What were
you
gonna
can use Stream TV.
or you can stream it illegally.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for MLS no more.
Oh man! But there could be other illegal websites that you can
They
use.
have to buy that season pass, you guys.
But also, that's not even including ticket prices too, which are going up
Dude,
to.
ticket prices are crazy. Okay, but hold on, just a second here. For instance, if you want to know how much they're growing, when I checked yesterday, they were at 7.5 million followers. Overnight, they're at 8.1. So that's how fast that they're growing, right? It is an insane rate, and that's probably because what I'm watching right now on my iPad is Messi and Argentina playing, because then they're growing because Messi just scored like a few minutes ago. So to open up the game, already he scored. So I think that grew the following a lot again. So yeah, okay. Should we do the quotations?
Oh yes. Okay, so I'm gonna say a quotation from NBA Finals, and then y'all guess
Who can guess faster? Or just each of us guess.
whoever can guess first.
Okay.
The options are Butler or Jokic. I'm just Cuthbert. I would like to say that I'm never ratted. I'm very calm, and I love that about them because they are never shocked.
That's Butler.
That's Butler.
Aiden, you got it right first.
Wait, I have a question. Since it's only like two people, could we just each guess separately?
I don't have too much.
Okay, fine.
Okay. An assist makes two people happy. A point makes one guy happy.
Jokic.
Okay.
Butler. No, it's Jokic.
It's good. It's good. The job is done. We can go home now.
Jokic. That's famous. That's a famous quote. You already know when it's Jokic. You can just tell.
Like I said, he's going to be the reason why we win the championship.
Butler.
That's Butler.
And then the last one, don't bet against a fat boy.
Jokic.
Butler.
Jokic.
Okay.
Also, I had some of Jimmy Butler's coffee this morning. It was good.
What?
You have coffee?
He has a coffee brand.
Yeah. It's like
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was drinking coffee before the NBA Finals game. Probably made him dehydrated, but
Yeah, I gotta get some of that. I don't really. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up after the podcast. Okay. Should we do statements? Let's do statements now. Can I go last?
Yeah, Aiden, you want to go first? Do you have
no, you can go first, Alex. I know a statement. It's just I just want you to go first.
Okay, Tony Vitello is better than Tim Corbin.
I agree with you, Alex.
I'd obviously disagree with that, but that's your opinion.
Look at Tim Corbin's resume and Tony Vitello's resume.
I'm not gonna argue with you. All I'll tell you is one's a cheater, one's a World Series champion.
He's not a cheater. That's why you're going with Tennessee to win the national championship. And
You didn't know more, but added cheetahs way last
Vanderbilt
year.
can't even make it out of a Pee Wee freaking home regional.
I mean, like what? Like, there's no reason to take a shot.
They suck.
no
Pee Wee.
Well, there's no reason to take a shot. See, like, when are you gonna ever pick Vanderbilt?
Well, what happened last year? Tennessee had the best season ever. Tony Vitello led the best season ever in NCAA baseball history.
That's cute. What happened last year?
Yeah, what did happen last year?
Yeah, where's your championship?
Tony Vitello.
Where's your championship?
That Ole Miss had, and we swept. We swept y'all. Tennessee has Tony Vitello. Tony Vitello only lost to Tim Corbin once.
You can talk. You can talk once your team wins a College World Series in the last few years. You can talk then.
Tennessee is 7.
You can't talk.
Tony Vitello is 7-1 against Tim Corbin.
Alex, I guarantee you, no player goes into a season and says, "All right, guys, our goal is to be the best team in all of baseball, but still lose." That makes zero sense.
We are the best team in baseball, and we don't.
Great. Be the best team in baseball, and then prove it and go win a trophy. I guarantee you, everybody would agree with what I'm saying.
We've lost twice and only played so much games. We played. double the amount of games, and only
Versus the
lost
Kansas
one.
City Chiefs. There's no way that Andy Reid goes in there and says, "I want to get the number one seed in the AFC, and then I'm happy." Do you think he says that?
Yeah, you
Okay,
set
so do
goals. You
you
set
think
goals, and I don't
great?
know why you
So then
guys
you
assume
get the
everyone.
goals and win a Super Bowl.
Just because we're good doesn't mean we cheat.
But no, I'm saying. But you were just saying that that is perfectly fine. Like, are you perfectly fine every single season with not winning the College World Series?
Yeah, because it's baby steps.
Okay, I find that crazy, but that's up to you, Aiden. What's your statement?
My statement is that Inter Miami will win the MLS Cup next season.
Oh no.
Oh, oh my goodness.
No, I can see them winning maybe a U.S. Open Cup, or maybe even playing real good in the League's Cup this summer. But I don't see them doing too well next
You know
year.
what? I kind of have to agree with Alex. Shockingly, I don't see them winning.
Who
I
do you
think
see
Messi.
winning?
Who do I see winning?
Yeah.
Well, you just put me right there on the
Nashville
spot.
SC or Revolution. Straight away, my prediction.
I really could see. I could see Nashville SC winning. I don't think FC Cincinnati is going to win, even though they're the best team. I wouldn't be surprised if LAFC found their form again and really made a strong push. But I could really see if Nashville SC can get a good striker. I think we could win. I really do. Like, if we can get a good striker this summer, which we have the money and everything, and we're going to probably do that,
Who
I
would
really
you
think
want?
we're going to win. What?
Who would you want in general?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, we've looked at. I know we've looked at this young kid Isaac Castillo, and he's okay. I don't know if I'd want him. I'd want somebody. What's his name? I don't know.
I want Chico Hernandez.
Luis Suarez, Cucho Hernandez, maybe, but he wouldn't leave an MLS team to join us. I know we're gonna get Leonardo Campana from Inter Miami. Look that up. That's gonna likely happen. Balotelli, really famous player. We might try to get him. I don't know who I'd want. Mainly, I just want a player who is just good enough to complement Mukhtar really well. That's all I want. I don't care if I've heard of them or if I haven't. I just want a good player. So that's kind of my overall thing.
I want a good overall player on FIFA so I can finally beat Benjamin.
I'm actually start a Red Bulls career mode. You like the New York Red Bulls? Like, yeah. Okay. Let me make my statement. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's a controversial one. Messi to Miami is bigger than when LeBron signed in Miami.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Well, there you go. See,
I mean,
because
essentially, this is like Tom Brady going to Europe and playing flag football over there. It's just kind of so random, and it just makes it so big and important at the same time.
yeah. So, man, I'm actually kind of surprised that you guys agree with that, but you know, a lot of people have thought that. Like, no, LeBron's way bigger. That was game changing, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, there you go. I'm glad that we can agree on that. Yeah, because I just do think that Messi is just if you just look at how much the following has raised, it's just insane. All right, let's move on to predictions. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready? So predictions. Alex, you want to update us on the standings?
Yes. Okay.
I know I'm last. I think Aiden's first, Alex is second, and I'm third.
Okay, Aiden is in the lead, 248 points. Alex second, 195. Benjamin, 159.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm gonna try to reach 1,000 days of being in first place.
Let's get into that. I don't want to hear it. And let's get into it. Panama and Canada to start us off. Who do you guys have in
You
that?
say Panama?
Yeah, Panama.
It's called Panama.
Panama.
Not Ma.
Ma. I call
Ma.
it Ma. A lot of
Ma.
people call it Ma.
Ma.
But it could be Ma. I know. Doesn't matter. Who do you have?
I
Canada.
have Canada beating Panama.
I have Canada.
Alex? Okay, I have Canada too.
Canada.
Alfonso Davies, going to be too much. USA against Mexico. Who do you have?
I got USA beating Mexico.
I have USA winning too.
And
I'll
I
be
also
watching that.
have
Then are you
USA.
gonna be watching that?
Are you kidding? I'm going to be watching both games.
Okay. Well then we're gonna talk to each other about that.
No doubt.
Also, by
Okay,
the way, on the Oral Roberts for TCU, I think you put 0 instead of the O. So that may have been
no, I put the O. It just looks like a 0.
okay.
Who? Yeah. Who wins? Who wins the CONCACAF Nations League final? So you're gonna have Canada and the United States. Who do you have winning the whole thing?
USA.
USA.
USA. So wow. So we all agree.
I take
All right,
pride
let's
in
get
mine.
into it. Oral Roberts and TCU. Who do you have in this one?
I got TCU.
TCU.
Yeah, TCU.
So we're all agreeing so far,
Don't
right?
know them that well in basketball or baseball, but sure love them in football. All right, Virginia and Florida. Who do you have in that?
Florida.
I have Virginia, Florida. I have Florida.
And I got Virginia. Go Who's, baby.
Who
You
are
guys
they?
want to wager?
Do you
You guys
want to
want to wager?
wager?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
How
go.
much?
I'll wager 10 points overall.
Aiden,
Yeah, I'll do that.
5 and 5.
Yeah, so 5-5. All right, Wake Forest and Stanford. Who do you guys have in that one?
I got Wake Forest.
I have Wake Forest.
Give me the Cardinal. I got Stanford.
You want to wager on that?
Sure, I'll wager 5 points overall.
All right.
You want to do 2 or 3, Aiden? I want to wager.
No. I'll wager 8 points overall.
All right. 4-4. I'll do that.
Okay.
You guys think I'm stupid?
Yeah, very.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, LSU and Tennessee. I think I already know who you guys have in that one, but who do you have?
I got Tennessee.
Also, can I give Aiden a little shout out right now? Last
Yeah.
week, Aiden almost went perfect. He just got one game wrong. He got the Panthers winning instead of the Knights. One game.
Really?
Yeah.
It's impressive. All right, yeah, so I do have Tennessee in that one also. So we all have Tennessee. Let's move on to MLB. Angels and the Rangers in that series. Who do you guys have?
I got the Rangers.
Aiden or Alex?
Rangers.
Yeah, Rangers too. Pirates and the Brewers.
I got the Brewers.
I have Brewers.
I got Brewers. Okay, White Sox and the Mariners.
I have. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, who do you guys have?
I have the Mariners.
I have Mariners.
And I got the Mariners too. Tigers and Twins.
I got the Twins.
I have Tigers.
I'll take the Twins. Angels and the Royals.
I have the Angels.
Royals. Wait, are they playing 2 series?
Yeah, Angels are playing like a 1-game thing against the Rangers, and then they play a series against the Royals.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to take the Angels in that, as the Royals are literally, I think, the worst team in baseball right now. Rays and Padres.
I got the Rays.
Yeah.
I have Rays also.
Yeah, I want to go Padres, but they're just disappointing this season. So I'll go with the Rays. Orioles and Cubs.
I got the Cubs.
I have Orioles.
And I got the Orioles as well. Yankees and the Red Sox. Who do you have?
I have the Red Sox.
I have. I'll give me Yankees.
Yeah, give me the Yankees too on that one. I agree with Alex on all these. Give me the Yankees. All right, let's move on to MLS, Major League Soccer. Crew, the Columbus Crew against NYCFC. And I will take the Crew.
I will probably take Columbus Crew.
I have a good feeling this is going to be a tie, but I'm going to go Crew. Columbus Crew.
All right, Orlando City against the New England Revolution. I'll go with the Revolution.
I'm also gonna go with the Revolution.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with the Revolution here.
LAFC against Sporting Kansas City. I see LAFC bouncing back and getting a win. LAFC.
I also have LAFC.
I'm going Kansas.
Keep in mind, LAFC is on a massive losing streak. Do you want to wager that, Alex?
Yeah, I would love to.
All right. How about I'll wager 2 points with you.
3?
3.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, let's go on. Real Salt Lake against DC United. I got DC United.
I have DC United.
I have RSL.
All right. St. Louis City FC against Nashville SC. Give me Nashville SC. As we've been great at home this season.
I have Nashville SC.
Give me Nashville SC is we're going to get better than FC Cincinnati.
Yes, sir. All right. Oh, I forgot to put in the closure. That's crazy. Okay, well, there you go. That is our thoughts from this week in sports. If you enjoyed the podcast, please share, please like, please subscribe. Listen on Spotify. Share it with all your friends. And that's all I got to say. So, yeah, thank you for listening.
Yeah, my name is Alex. Thank you again for watching on Kind of Benjamin saying. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at tleaves5588@gmail.com. You can check us out on YouTube, Spotify, whatever you were listening on. Tell your friends. Tell everyone you know.
Yep.
And I'm Aiden. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know everyone said that, but I'm glad that Benjamin's back to make his. That way we can actually wager because his predictions are kind of weird, and I'm pretty sure that's our first time wagering in a while. So
Yeah.
hopefully, no matter what happens this week in sports, I'm still going to be number one in predictions. And put in the comments, Team Aiden. And yeah, thank you. Go Vols.
All right. Well, there you have it. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next week. Adios.
Go Vols.